buzzer, they make it. Screaming out, we made it.
Pacers fans, it's game time.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is here. We are standing at the midway point. We've got some big things coming up on the schedule.
Yeah, some things that fans really love. All-Star Weekend, the trade deadline. We'll see which teams are going to shake up their roster. A lot of stuff going on.
And a look at the starters for the Bulls. Levine and Williams are the two forwards. Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Outside, Williams. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. On offense, here are the Pacers. It's a three-point game. Bryant a screen on Giddey. Three-pointer, Halliburton. And rebounded by Zach LaVine. And so it's LaVine with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Here's White, and he buries his first look.
Yeah, it seems like White's got that in-between range figured out.
Outside Mathurin. Halliburton, a screen on LaVine. Back to Halliburton. Top of the key. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Outside White. The three is up. No good that time.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Here's the screen by Bryant. Here's Nembhard. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
Great body control allows Mathurin to finish through contact.
Pass to Williams. Mathurin against LaVine. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pacers. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He's been working with his assistant coaches trying to devise a way to contain Zach LaVine. His ability to play well above the rim, coupled with the deep range, makes him a unique challenge to defend. They're going to try to keep him off balance by showing him different looks. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And LaVine, throw it down.
Well, that was impressive. There are only a few players in the league who can pull that off.
Back to Halliburton. Pass to Bryant. The shot, no good. Nice D from Vucevic. Williams passes to LaVine. Outside, Williams. Giddey with it. Outside, Williams. Here's Vucevic. And Vucevic slams it in.
Yeah, just powerful stuff from Vucevic.
Here's Halliburton. 15 in his last outing. And Indiana misses again. Now here's White. Tightly guarded. Down low. Outside for LaVine. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist. LaVine's got 8.
Quick trigger there. LaVine ready to shoot before the pass even reaches his hands.
Back to Siakam. Outside Mathurin. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Mathurin's got his second bucket of the game.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Allow the section to get pieces.
Taking a look at some numbers here for Kobe White.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
Levine passes to Williams. Back to Levine. Pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Bryant. Vucevic's shot is off.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And this is how dangerous Halliburton can be from the mid-range. You gotta guard him closely.
Here's Levine for three. Indiana with a rebound. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
And those are the games you need as a squad. Proving to yourself you can go win in a hostile environment.
The Pacers have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Well, Stan, you talk about a late bloomer. Kobe White has shown that he might be just that.
Well, Brian, everything has come together for him. He's improved on defense. He's improved his decision-making. He got that second contract and a bigger role, and he is playing great.
And he might have the best hair in the NBA. Pass to Vucevic. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Such a skilled big. 6'10" Nikola Vucevic. He can beat you up in the post, or he can step back and hit a three-stand.
Yeah, Brian, and he's an excellent passer as well. Throughout his career, Vucevic's teams have been very good offensively, and his versatility is a big reason for that.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Chicago making a switch here. Ellis is checked in for Vucevic. Phillips comes in for Zach LaVine. Duarte, he's checked in for White. And it's Ball in for Giddey. Free throw good. Bryant. And Ball will bring it up here for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 3. Takes the 3. And again, Chicago, no good. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Bryant. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Greg.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And that just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. have a look at the leaderboard now and see the toughest defensive teams in the league these past 10 games. The Pacers in 5th.
Well, their defense over the last 10 games has been exceptional. They're really getting after it and communicating well on that end of the floor.
Duarte, the pass to Ball. Back to Duarte. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Ball. From the arc. Gets the 3 to fall.
Amongst the best decision makers in the league. Lonzo with the right decision there.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
It's time for Dance Cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. You have a camera on you. Get down. Somebody doesn't have rhythm.
Big group substitution here for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Walker comes in for Mathurin. Shepard, he's checked in for Nembhard. And it's McConnell in for Halliburton. Indiana leading. McConnell outside. To the paint. Here's Bryant. Yes, and it's McConnell with the assist that time. Bryant's got 7 points.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Walker passes to Toppin. Here's Shepard. Launches a 3. Smith with the rebound.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Smith with a screen on Toppin. Here's Phillips. And Bryant pulls it down. Pacers leading by 4. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Inside. The fadeaway. That one no good. The Bulls trail by 4. And here's Ball. 8 points in his last time out. Here's Phillips. Smith outside. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over McConnell. And Toppin pulls it down.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
There's a screen by Toppin. McConnell from outside. Drains the triple. And the Pacers lead by 7.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Phillips. With the drive. Chicago making some changes. Horton Tucker, he's checked in for Phillips. Terry comes in for Duarte. And it's Carter in for Ball. To the right side.
2 minutes.
Here's Terry. 5 to shoot. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Pass to Carter. Down low. Tipped. Here's Shepard. He's checked by Carter. McConnell, right side. Shots blocked. Horton Tucker with it. Outside Carter. Smith with it. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. 4 on the clock. Shoots from the block. And Chicago again with a bucket. 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. There's a screen. McConnell against Carter.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Indiana shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
At the line, for the Pacers, Freeman, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Good on both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Outside Horton Tucker. Pass to Smith. Off target from the baseline. Indiana leading by 5. Now McConnell. Toppin outside. From downtown. That one doesn't drop. And that does it for the first quarter. Indiana ahead, up by 5. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Indiana.
Well, they keep finding ways to get to the free throw line. The defense is being overly aggressive, and they're baiting them into fouls.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
Halliburton and Emhart, the 1 and the 2. Thomas Bryant out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. To the inside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
You take a look at Vucevic. He's going to need to move up this list big time to be part of the three-point contest. But he's got a shot.
Maybe, especially if he can get hot from beyond the arc. And he certainly has the ability to do so.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now. But this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
And Stan, the league questioning the use of load management. I know you've wondered if it can even hurt conditioning.
There's no question, Brian. Look, since the age of load management has come into the NBA, injuries are up, not down. I think players have been deconditioned, and that's even before you get into the need of guys playing together more to gain a rhythm and an on-court chemistry. You know, like actually playing basketball together.
A novel idea. The first one falls.
Well, what's great about Kobe White is his commitment to raising his game. You look at him season to season, and he's always trying to do more.
He's off on the second. Grant, how about Kobe White? Going from a bench player to one of the league leaders in minutes.
Yeah, Kobe played more than 35 minutes per game last season. Top 10 in the league. We saw White hit another level, so he has an exciting future in front of him. And Mathurin is an impressive scorer, skilled at finding ways to convert around the rim.
White with a screen on Halliburton. Pulls up, and Ball gets it to go. Ball's got his first 2 points of the night. Pacers leading by 6. Pass to Halliburton. Bryant a screen on Ball. Here's Halliburton. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, defense is a little rough with Halliburton, so credit to him for committing to his selection.
Break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, and I can't help but remember Tyrese Halliburton in the 2024 All-Star Game. A spectacular performance from him in that one. And the icing on the cake, him dropping the shot that took the East point total to over 200 points.
And both free throws good for Halliburton.
Yeah, it's hard to argue against Halliburton as the best passer in the league right now. I know he's the most exciting for sure.
Now White. He had 22 in the win against San Antonio. Counted from distance. White's gotten 4 this quarter.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Halliburton for 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana. And Levine has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. It's a 5-point game. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
White for 3. Pacers with a rebound.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Bryant a screen on Levine for 3. Mathurin, and it's cleared by Vucevic. Chicago has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Pass to Phillips. Back to Ball. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. Mathurin with a rebound. The Pacers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Halliburton outside. Now here's Bryant. He's covered by Levine. Bryant, no good. Chicago trailing here. Levine feeling it out a bit. Pass to Phillips. Ball outside. Fires the 3. He drops it from range. Ball's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Bryant, plenty of space, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Pacers lead by 1. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Let's turn it up.
Comes in for Phillips, and it's Josh Giddey in for White. The Bulls have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Pass to Vucevic. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Vucevic has got 6 points.
Well, the interior is where Vucevic is at his most assertive. So the defense has to be overwhelming to stop him.
These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Levine with it. Halliburton picks him up. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And a chance for us here to check out the top passing teams in the league this past month. The Pacers in 5th.
And over this last stretch, this team has been incredible passing the rock, playing great team basketball.
Free throw good. Halliburton. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have a guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure. And that's just an outstanding job by Levine to take advantage of the situation and force the defender to overcommit.
That free throw, no good.
Well, you love to have a shooter like Levine on your roster. The defense has to cover a lot more ground when he's on the floor.
And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Halliburton, the pass to Bryant. And here's the fast break. Back to Williams. Here's Levine for 3. And Bryant pulls it down. Bryant's got his 6th rebound on the night. Halliburton, the pass to Nembhard. Here's Bryant inside. He's covered by Levine. Nembhard hits a 3-pointer. Nembhard's got 8.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Williams, a screen on Mathurin. Here's Levine for 3. Drills it from deep.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
Bryant outside. Bryant, a screen on Ball. Back to Bryant. Vucevic with a steal. Outside, Williams. Pass to Vucevic. Over Bryant, and Vucevic gets it to go on the assist by Levine. Now just a 1-point Indiana lead. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball.
Oh, forcing the issue. Halliburton in attack mode.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness, getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
And Indiana with some changes. Toppin, he's checked in for Bryant. And it's Shepard in for Mathurin. And both free throws good for Halliburton.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Pass to Horton Tucker. And here's Carter. Clock at 6. 3-pointer. The rebound by Nembhard. Toppin outside. Back to Nembhard. Let's go with a 3. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Horton Tucker. Pass to Buzelis. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Carter against McConnell. Pass to Freeman. Walker for three. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 5 rebounds in the game. Horton Tucker, the pass to Carter. Here's Buzelis. Now here's Horton Tucker. Still without a bucket. Oh, nice D from Walker.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
McConnell outside from downtown, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carter for Chicago. Levine, he's checked in for Horton Tucker, and it's White in for Terry. And here's McConnell. 6 points for him. Walker, a screen on Carter. Oh, it's blocked by Levine.
How about that swat from Levine? He's got incredible leaping ability.
Shot clock at 3. Walker finds Toppin. And here's Shepard for 3. Chicago with a rebound. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. It'll be the first of 5 games in a row at home. White can't hit. And it's Indiana's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Pass to Walker. This one for 3. Outside for McConnell. Now here's Walker.
2 minutes.
Lets the 3 fly. And there's Shepard. That one's good on the assist by Walker. Shepard's got his first 3 points of the game. Carter against McConnell. Carter can't get it to go.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the second quarter. Smith outside. Pass to Buzelis. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Just good, aggressive play by Buzelis, not shying away from some physicality inside.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Chicago. Giddey comes in for Carter. And that one misses. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
The shot by Buzelis, no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. The Bulls making a switch here. And so McConnell nails them both. Bulls trail by 15. Outside Levine. The 3 is up. Oh, just dropping it in. Levine.
They're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
McConnell outside. Walker a screen on Carter. McConnell's shot is off. Chicago shooting at about 51% for the game so far on this one. Levine finds Smith. Here's Phillips. Smith with a screen on Toppin. Here's Levine for 3. No good. misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Indiana Pacers, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm alongside Coach Rick Carlisle. Defensively, you are slowing them down. What can you say about the effort you're seeing so far?
You know, this team is a deceptive team despite their record. They got a lot of weapons, and they've been a tough matchup for us, so we've got to keep grinding away.
The grind continues. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey folks, first off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend. Let's see who's in the running to compete in the three-point contest.
No doubt these guys can shoot the lights out, but I've got an idea. Let me stand right in front of the rim. Let's see how many they make in a row.
Adding obstacles to the course, I like it. And let's move on now to those first two quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Bulls.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game, which I'm sure Coach is reminding them of. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. Williams and Vucevic are inside. White and Levine are out on the wings. And it's Giddey in at the point. Indiana leading by 12. Halliburton, the pass to Nembhard. Bryant, a screen on White. Nembhard knocks down the triple. Nembhard's got 11 points.
It's just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Vucevic, and the six-footer is good. 10 points for him.
There's a reason Vucevic shoots a great percentage. So adept and skilled at scoring inside.
And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
Free throw good. Halliburton. It's both from the stripe. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Bryant. That one a little long.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Nembhard, good. The Bulls trail by 17. Giddey finds Vucevic. Giddey against Halliburton. Pass to Levine. Giddey with it. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Halliburton. That's good from Giddey. On the assist by Levine. Levine's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Mathurin. Now Bryant. And here's Nembhard. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Williams from long range. It's rebounded by Indiana. Matherin's got 4 rebounds now. Nembhard outside. Pass to Halliburton. Bryant a screen on Giddey. Halliburton for 3, and it's cleared by Vucevic. And Giddey has got the ball here for Chicago. Trailing by 17. Vucevic, a screen on Halliburton. And it's Giddey missing. The Pacers have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Halliburton up top. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Halliburton's gotten 4 this quarter.
And this is how competitive Halliburton is. Doesn't allow some contact to distract him from scoring.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Attention fans, now on the court is your squad. Get loud, let them hear it. T-shirts, freshly printed, ready to go. Get up on your feet, fans.
During the last 10 games, here are the bigs who have shot the ball with accuracy from beyond the arc. Well, you look at Williams. Boy, he's a sniper. 3rd best three-point shooter in the league.
And these bigs have refined their games to the point where they're a threat to score from anywhere on the floor.
Yeah, it's truly impressive how far their range extends and how lethal they are from downtown. This group of bigs is really special.
And what balance from Giddey. Able to take the hit and still power through.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Josh Giddey at the line for one.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
Giddey, no good on the free throw. Granted, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers. Almost converts despite the contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for the Bulls, Patrick Williams. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That one's off. Second free throw, no good. Pacers leading by 17. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in his decade plus in the league, and he said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes, play like guards, and you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to adjust.
Allie, he's certainly got the skill level. Indiana has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Nembhard outside, pass to Bryant. Goes up on the baseline, and it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, Williams. Picked by Vucevic. There's the triple. Williams, that's good. Williams has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
The Bulls trail by 12. Here's White. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, great job by White to get the defense on their heels and forcing them to react.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
And they can't run away from this problem. Free throw shooting continues to be an issue that they need to address.
He hits the second from the line. And here are the Pacers now. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Chicago making a switch here. Duarte's checked in. Vucevic, a screen on Halliburton. The 3 from Ball. Knocks down the long J. Ball's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
Oh, you got to guard Halliburton from there.
Draining his first 3 of the game, no doubt hoping to build up a little momentum from outside.
Pass to Vucevic. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, defending Vucevic, it's rough and tumble.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Well, with his rebounding and scoring, Vucevic is a nightly double-double threat.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And here's Matherin. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They lead by 11. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Yeah, tricky move by Matherin, showing us how effectively he can run the pick and roll.
Pass to Duarte, back to Ball. Vucevic, a screen on Halliburton. Ball passes to Vucevic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Duarte. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Pacers leading by 14. Here's Siakam. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got his 3rd assist of the night. Pass to Buzelis. They need this. And the layup is up and in.
Timeout.
Oh, nice touch on the inside play by Buzelis, adjusting from close range.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. A new lineup here for Indiana. Pacers leading by 14. McConnell outside. From behind the arc. The rebound by Terry. For Chicago, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. And Ball gets it to go. Ball's got 10 points.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
A clear look for McConnell. Shot is good, off the back rim and in. And the Pacers lead by 14. Chicago has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Pass to Phillips. Smith with a screen on Walker. Here's Terry. Oh, nice D from Walker. Indiana leading by 14. And here's McConnell. Toppin finds McConnell. To the paint. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Back to Smith. Pass to Terry. No good on the triple. Indiana on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Shoots from 12. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the middle. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Walker, and that one drops for him.
And Walker is a big guy and fantastic at using his muscle to gut through tight coverage.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Levine, he's checked in for Chicago. Free throw good, Walker.
You know, between his skills, his motor, and his physical ability, Walker came into the league more ready for the NBA than most first-year guys.
Levine against Walker. Pass to Smith. And they pick up 2. Smith's got 6 points. Now the Pacers with it. They're on a 15-6 run. Toppin, a screen on Levine. Here's Walker. Oh, it's blocked by Levine.
I mean, great anticipation by Levine, managing to get his hand on the ball.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Here's Freeman, covered by Smith. Here's Toppin, and he banks in the layup. Toppin's got a 2nd bucket on the night.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
McConnell outside. 1:33 left in the third. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. Chicago with a rebound.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Pass to Phillips. Now Ball. From 13. Basket's good. Ball's got 7 now in this quarter.
I like watching Ball be assertive on offense, especially looking for a shot from the mid-range.
Walker, the open look. And he gets it to go from the high post. And the Pacers lead by 19.
Well, for him, it hasn't been a big night. With his reputation, they've used him more as a decoy.
Back to Ball. The 3 ball. Indiana with a rebound. Freeman's got 5 rebounds in the game. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Up top, McConnell. From the wing, Smith with the rebound.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Can't cash in the 10-footer. And so it's the Indiana Pacers up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Shepard is out there with Obi Toppin. Then it's Thomas Bryant. Then there's Walker. And it's McConnell in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for the Pacers.
And I respect the strategy. Despite the sizable lead, you got to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
There's a screen. Here's Giddey, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on T.J. McConnell. Well, Stan, you've coached some lockdown defenses. With the way the game is officiated these days, is it getting too hard to defend?
Well, it's certainly frustrating. You've heard defenders saying everything is a foul. We might need to redefine incidental contact.
He's off on the first.
You can tell that Josh Giddey is one sharp player, not just in how he threads passes, but how he moves on the floor and gets around other guys.
Good on the second one. Indiana leading by 20. Toppin, a screen on Giddey. Pass to Toppin. Takes the 3, and it's Chicago with a board. Levine's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Phillips, guarded by Toppin. Here's Vucevic, over Bryant, got it.
2 physical points from Vucevic. He enjoys bumping down low.
McConnell passes to Toppin. Bryant a screen on Giddey. Toppin's shot is off. Bulls trail by 18. Outside Giddey. White on the wing. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
A longer guard, 6'5" White, doing a nice job inside.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that free throw no good. The Pacers making a switch here. Halliburton is checked in. That one's no good. Pacers leading by 18. And here's Shepard for 3. 6 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Halliburton misses.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
White, the pass to Giddey. Vucevic in the post. He's against Bryant. Vucevic's shot is off. Indiana has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And a quick look at how the Chicago Bulls schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they head back home to host the Washington Wizards. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings.
And you know for that matchup with the Hawks, it's the second game of a back-to-back, so you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
Nembhard, he's checked in for Walker. And the Bulls also making a change. Ball, he's checked in for Giddey. And both free throws good for Halliburton.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
White with a screen on Halliburton. And Ball gets it to go.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, his 2nd since halftime.
Nimhard, the pass to Bryant, and that one good. Bryant's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Back to ball, pass to White. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Nimhard.
Well, White can attack fast, and the defense was unprepared to contest him cleanly.
White taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That one misses. And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Bryant, and Vucevic gets it to go on the assist by Levine. Vucevic has got 4 points now in the quarter. Toppin outside. Vucevic against Bryant, and there's the foul. It's on Kobe White. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Halliburton up top, hounded by Ball, and is blocked.
And blocks like this fire Ball's team up. They love watching him show some force on defense.
Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana. Duarte, he's checked in for Chicago. Five on the clock. Here's Siakam. A good-looking shot from the wing. And the Pacers lead by 21.
Yeah, working the play to perfection. Siakam comes off the screen free to fire a shot.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Siakam outside. Pass to Shepard. Shoots over Levine. Shepard, that's good.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Outside White. Now Vucevic. Guarded by Toppin. Now here's Levine. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Well, the defense has got to know. When Levine is getting hot like this, they're in for a long night.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Third team foul. At the line, for Indiana, Tyrese Halliburton. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Halliburton. And Grant, with the 65 games rule for player awards, it did seem there was a real reduction in load management.
Yeah, BA, and I liked it. The stars played more early on, but we also saw a lot of them get banged up by the playoffs. So it seems there's still a balance to be struck.
The Bulls trail by 21. Pass to Duarte. Outside White. Puts up a 3. Indiana with a rebound. Out to the right wing. Here's Shepard. There's a screen by Toppin. Here's Shepard. Shoots. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Shepard's got 4 points in the quarter. Ball with it. Pass to White. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Shepard. Toppin, a screen on Levine. And he lobs it up, and a slam dunk by Toppin.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish, bringing it down with some attitude. Outside Levine. Pass to Duarte. The kick out to Ball. Vucevic, a screen on Halliburton. Ball no good. Pacers leading by 23. Nembhard with it. Now guarded by White. Here's Shepard. Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, BA. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
White, good.
You gotta commend the concentration White showed there. He doesn't get thrown off kilter easily.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen. You show us your best moves. Let's go. Play those moves. Oh, that's nice.
Pacers making a change here. Walker's checked in, and a change for the Bulls. Giddey's checked in. Siakam outside. And you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, BA, what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
Toppin, a screen on Giddey. Halliburton for three. It's rebounded by Levine. Levine's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Duarte. Over Toppin. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Nembhard outside. Toppin inside. Covered by Vucevic. A nice shot by Toppin.
The defense had him confused early on, but he's responded in the second half with some assertive play.
Outside White. From 8 feet. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
Walker for 3, and it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 8 rebounds in the game. Duarte, the pass to Levine. Here's Duarte. Vucevic, a screen on Siakam. Duarte, off target from outside. Indiana's gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Toppin, a screen on Giddey. Inside. Vucevic with a steal. White, the pass to Duarte. Outside Giddey. Now here's White.
2 minutes.
White with a screen on Toppin. Pass to Duarte. Shot clock at 6. Back to Vucevic. Fires for 3. Walker pulls down the board. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
Here's Toppin. Misses from close range. Chicago's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. The 3, and it's Giddey with the 3. Giddey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Pacers.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And no question this was a team effort, but you have to love how big a night this was for Tyrese Halliburton.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch. Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Siakam. Ooh, hits the difficult fadeaway jumper.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And so Indiana takes this one by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Hey there, I'm here with Pascal Siakam. The shots were falling for you tonight. How'd you like the flow offensively?
I like it. You know, we play for each other like we always do. Move the ball around, get the open shots. And today, they went in, so we got to continue to play.
It's helpful when it goes in. Thanks so much, Pascal.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.